What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy, Pool Kind of Boxing, coming at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing mind. Please smash that like button if you have the opportunity, and subscribe to my channel if you like my boxing content. Vergil Ortiz versus Egidijus Kavaliauskas. This is a great step-up fight for Vergil Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz, he's looked at, as most boxing heads, as one of the leading prospects who will be in contention to be king of the 147 division. He has 17 wins, 0 losses, and 17 KOs. He is age 23. He is 5'10" with a 70-inch reach, and he is out of Dallas, Texas. He fought Samuel Vargas. Samuel Vargas, who has 31 wins, 5 losses, and 14 KOs. He's 5'9", he has a 72-inch reach. Samuel Vargas' 5 losses came at hands to some of the best fighters. 2018, he lost to Amir Khan by unanimous decision, and he lost to Luis Colossus in 2019 by split decision. 2020, he lost to Vergil Ortiz himself by KO in the 7th round. So Samuel Vargas is a gatekeeper, and for him to show, he was a really good gatekeeper to showcase his talent against Samuel Vargas. It shows that he was ready for the next step. And just recently, Conor Ben beat Samuel Vargas. So Samuel Vargas only get beat by the best fighters that come through. He's that litmus test for level 1 of the gatekeeper situation. So then Vargas fought Maurice Hooker, a fellow Texan. You know, Maurice Hooker has 27 wins, 1 loss, and 3 draws. He's 5'11". He has an 80-inch reach, and he is out of Texas himself. Vergil Ortiz okayed Hooker in the 7th round. That's 2 fights in a row where Vergil Ortiz KO'd his opponent in the 7th round. Hooker was undefeated at the time, and Vergil Ortiz stopped Hooker in the 7th with an overhand right, followed by a flurry of punches to get him up out of there. That's the fight when Vergil Ortiz called out Terrence Crawford, the WBO champion. He said Crawford was number 1 pound for pound in the world, so give me that opportunity. I'm looking at you, bud. I'm looking at you. And if you want to make this opportunity happen, I'm more than willing. So he's also said, I don't care if I'm ready or not, I want to fight. So Vergil Ortiz is one of them guys who want to smoke. And since Terrence Crawford, the WBO champion, the undisputed champion at 140, is tied up in negotiations with Sean Porter, Bob Arum said that they want that fight for November. But since he's tied up, Vergil Ortiz had to find another opponent. But the opponent had to be a fighter worthy of status, of his status, another step-up fight on the 2nd level. Somebody who's, maybe better than Maurice Hooker and Samuel Vargas. And in comes Egidijus Kavaliauskas, who has 22 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 18 KOs. He's 5'9" with a 71-inch reach, and he's from Lithuania. So they call Egidijus Kavaliauskas Green Machine, and Green Machine is one of his most notable wins was David Asnesfian, who has 23 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. Green Machine TKO'd David Asnavaskin in the 6th round. I'm gonna call him David A. David A ain't no joke. He TKO'd Josh Kelly, 10 wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw, 6 KOs. Who had speed and athletic ability, had quick feet, and David Pressure broke Josh Kelly down, and David TKO'd him. So David is no joke. So if Green Machine was able to beat him, you could see that he is a fighter on the top caliber. So Green Machine is a good fighter. So Egidijus Kavaliauskas also beat Ray Robinson, who was 24 wins, 3 losses, and 12 KOs. Egidijus Kavaliauskas won by majority decision, but most boxing heads believe that this fight was a gift decision. Yeah, he got the nod on that one, even though people thought that Ray Robinson won that fight. Then his most notable fight of all was fighting the WBO ex-undisputed champion Terrence Crawford at 140, who's now the WBO champion at 147. He fought him, and he just put up a really good fight by outlanding Crawford with jabs, and even landed flush counter shots on the WBO champion. And he even dropped Terrence Crawford in the 3rd round, but the ref didn't call it. But Terrence Crawford came back to drop Green Machine in the 7th, and twice in the 9th round, where it ended by TKO. And Crawford went on with the victory, but he just showed his stuff that he could hang in there for a little while with the big boys. And now Green Machine is set to fight Vergil Ortiz. Now this is a perfect matchup for both fighters to jump in the middle of the higher elite conversation. So if Vergil Ortiz can beat Green Machine in a spectacular fashion, then that will put him in a position for a shot at a championship consideration. And if Green Machine wins, then it would mean that he would have revamped his career, and he should be in contention for another championship shot for a title. Vergil Ortiz, he's a come forward fighter, pressure fighter, and he throws hard shots with bad intentions. He throws leads and counters, and he has quick hands, but he has slow feet. Vergil Ortiz, he has power in both hands, and he likes to brawl over boxing. But he'll be looking to get Green Machine into exchanges, because that's where his quick hands and power excels. He can box, but his first instinct is to come forward and to brawl. Using those hard hands, those hard shots. He's heavy-handed, and but Green Machine, he's more calculated. He's a calculated like counter puncher, but he can lead, and he's very accurate with his counters, and he's very clever. He's a very clever boxer. So he uses timing very well. He has excellent timing, and he is not afraid to mix it up. He will pick his shots, and he has a lot of power himself. So Vergil Ortiz style is kind of made to order for Egidijus Kavaliauskas, and I can see Green Machine catching Ortiz coming in, and I believe Green Machine is the better boxer, but Vergil Ortiz is the better fighter or brawler. So whoever can dictate their style will win this fight, and I can see this fight going either way. But I think Victor Ortiz will probably come out on top because he's the younger, fresher guy, and he'll probably be moving on to see if he can get a fight with one of the big boys in the future. So we're looking forward to this fight. But that's all I got, guys. This has been Pool Counter Boxing, and smash that like button for your boy, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But remember what I say: a lot don't go around here, a lot, dog. You're savvy. What's going on, boxing